This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do, can do, can do.
Welcome to Odds and Ends, and I'm your host, Mike Tice. It's the Divisional Playoff round in the National Football League. 8 teams are left. There are 4 games this weekend, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. Very interesting that of the 8 teams that are remaining, 6 of those teams are in the top 10 in the National Football League in rushing offense. What happened to those passing offensive teams? The only one in the top 10 remaining of the 8 teams are those Kansas City Chiefs. Let's start with that Viking game. They travel to the 49ers. They play the San Francisco 49ers, who are the number 1 seed. The 49ers are favored in that game, -7. The over is 44.5. Let's talk a little bit about those Vikings. Number 6 in the league in rushing offense. The 49ers, however, are number 2 in the league in rushing offense, getting 144 plus yards a game. The Vikings are number 13 in rush defense, and the 49ers are number 17 in rush defense, giving up about 112 yards per game. The Vikings are number 8 in scoring offense. The 49ers are number 2 in scoring offense, getting 29.9, almost 30 points per game. And then scoring defense. The Vikings are number 5 in scoring defense, and the 49ers are number 8 in scoring defense. Let me tell you, Danielle Hunter, Everson Griffin coming off great games. Joe Staley and Mike McGlinchey, the 2 tackles for the 49ers, will have their hands full with those 2 guys this week. Nick Bosa, Dee Ford is back, and Quan Alexander's coming off of the injured list. Brian O'Neill and Riley Reif will have their hands full with that defensive front this week, tomorrow. It all comes down to who can run the ball, who can create that one turnover that makes it a +1 game for their offense, and that will be the difference in this particular football game. I like the Minnesota Vikings getting 7 points, and I also like in this game the over 44.5. When we come back, I'll talk about the other Saturday game. Those Tennessee Titans coming off that big upset win over the New England Patriots. Now they're traveling to Baltimore. Let's see if they can do it 2 weeks in a row. We'll be right back with more of Odds and Ends. Well, welcome back to Odds and Ends. And now for the second game on Saturday, the 8:15 Eastern Time game. The Tennessee Titans travel to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. The Ravens are just a red-hot football team offensively. Lamar Jackson just tearing the league apart. But the Titans are coming off that big upset win in New England. They look good. Derrick Henry, unbelievable. The Titans are number 3 in rushing offense, but the Ravens are number 1 in rush offense. The Titans are number 12 in rush defense, and the Ravens, pretty good on defense, are number 5 in rush defense. We'll see how that all pairs up and see how that turns out. The Titans are number 10 in scoring offense, 25.1 points a game, but the Ravens are the only team in the National Football League to score over 30 points a game this year, averaging 33.2 points per game. And then finally, in scoring defense, the Titans are number 12, and the Ravens are only giving up 17.6 points a game. They're number 3 in scoring defense. The Titans have Derrick Henry, and man, does he look good. Did you see that white suit that he wore getting on the plane to head to Baltimore? Ryan Tannehill playing great football. Nobody played better football down the stretch in December than Ryan Tannehill. And A.J. Brown, the rookie wide receiver, red-hot A.J. Brown. Wow, the Baltimore Ravens have Lamar Jackson. Mark Ingram has a calf, and his leading receiver, 10 touchdown catches, tight end Mark Andrews, has been a little banged up with an ankle. With all that said, I like the Tennessee Titans to go into Baltimore and cover with plus 9.5 points. Too many points. Tennessee's a good football team. Hopefully they'll shorten the game, keep it close, and we'll see what happens. But I like the Tennessee Titans to cover plus 9.5. We'll be back in a minute with my Sunday picks, including my pick of the week, where I go for 11 in a row. Wow.
This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do, can do, can do.
Welcome back to Odds and Ends, and now for my 2 Sunday picks, including my pick of the week. First, the 6:40 game, the last game on Sunday, the Seattle Seahawks travel to Lambeau Field to take on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The Seahawks are number 4 in rushing offense, although Chris Carson is out. Supposedly the beast mode is going to get more carries this week, while the Green Bay Packers are number 15 in rushing. But Aaron Jones has done a great job as of late at running back, getting their running game going a little bit better. The Seahawks are number 22 in rush defense, while the Packers are number 23 in rush defense. The number 9 scoring offense in the league are the Seattle Seahawks. The number 15 scoring offense in the league are the Green Bay Packers. Number 22 scoring D are the Seattle Seahawks. Number 9 scoring D, only giving up 19.6 points a game, are the Green Bay Packers. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, beast mode, DK Metcalf having a great rookie season, Devontae Adams healthy again, Tyler Lockett, the go-to guy for the Seattle Seahawks, and we already talked about Aaron Jones, the running back. Going to be a great game. Going to be a great game to finish the weekend. And I like the Seattle Seahawks plus 4.5 to cover at Lambeau Field. In a minute, I'll be right back with my pick of the week.
This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do, can do, can do.
Welcome back to Odds and Ends, and now for my pick of the week, I'm going for 11 in a row, and that's the Houston Texans traveling to the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are minus 10 in this game. The Texans are getting 10 points. Deshaun Watson, explosive Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, 2 great athletes at quarterback, 2 great quarterbacks. Both can get it done. The Texans are ninth in the league in rushing offense during the regular season, 15th in passing offense, while the Chiefs, they don't run it much. They're 23rd in rush offense, but they're number 5 in pass offense. Scoring offense, the Texans are number 14, and the Chiefs are number 5 in scoring offense, getting 28.2 points per game. They're explosive. The Houston Texans are number 19 in scoring D, and believe it or not, the Chiefs are number 7 in scoring D, only giving up 19.2 points per game. J.J. Watt is back. DeAndre Hopkins is a great wide receiver for the Texans. Sammy Watkins, Kelsey, and Andy Reid, the head coach of the Chiefs, 18-3 coming out of the bye during the regular season, and 5-0 coming out of the bye in the playoffs. I love the Kansas City Chiefs minus 10 to beat the Houston Texans in this divisional playoff round. I hope all your teams win. I know mine are going to win. I'll talk to you next week during the championship games. Don't forget, you can tweet us at Odds and Ends Pod. That's ODDS, the letter N, ENDS Pod. It's right there. You can see it. And please, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for you. It's right down there at the bottom of the page. Press subscribe. It's free. It'll tell you when the show's coming out. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week on Odds and Ends with Mike Tice.
This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do,